Well, disabled people in the first place are put right or relegated right at the back of the backyard by society.
Because of my disability, it tends to be a problem. We need help as disabled musicians because you'll find out it is sometimes very difficult to mainstream in the music industry because of your disability.
Satma has helped me a lot because when I'm young, I want to be a musician.
Well, the challenges that they have is lack of training, first of all, and lack of getting recognition, lack of funding to pay for their recordings. Even if they do have good music, it ends up nowhere because it cannot be reached out. And the need for establishing an association to identify talent from the young and to get them in the industry became more and more, and as a result we formulated this association, SATMA.
When I see a disabled person anywhere across the country, I get touched by that person. And if your heart is in the disabled people, then you'll be able to see it was not their wish to be disabled. They also wanted to be able-bodied, but unfortunately God has made them to find themselves in that situation. So I take it upon myself that it is the duty of the able-bodied people to look after the disabled people. We need not to look down upon them. Because if we give support to them, then we make them to have confidence in themselves.
There's quite a lot of talent, but like I say, it's rough diamonds there. You've got to come and polish the diamonds and so on, but the diamonds are there.
It was like climbing a mountain. I've made a lot of demos, and then these guys, they will also always say to you, give us this demo, we will listen to it. But I think it was just a mechanism because they were not seeing a potential from me as a person with disability. My disability have nothing to do with my talent, for there was a lot of discrimination around this issue.
Because whenever you go to other studios, they've been turned down. And now you always found them, you find them, they're just around the corners of the streets, singing their hearts out, they're trying to be recognized that they're also singers.
The competition becomes unfair for them because competing with an able person who is young, is fit, can dance, can sing, and can jump, and you are sitting on a chair and trying to compete with that person. Obviously, you can't win.
It established its own studio, recording studio, and from there it came up with a talent search program to identify exactly musicians with potential. With some sponsorship, we were able to bring them to where the studio is, gave them elementary training, voice training, improved their music, and then from there channeled them into the studio and recorded them, and we released them through EMI.
Most of them are born musicians, they are just gifted. But now helping them out, that needs a lot of funds also. It's not as easy as you might think.
Such people, they come from poor backgrounds. Some of them, when they do their recordings, because we have to take photos of those artists, we have to buy them clothing. Some of them we have to pop out of our pockets to buy them shoes. So those are the type of people that SATMA is looking after.
I didn't expect that one day people will be getting my CDs from the shelf record bars, or they will be hearing it from the local radios. It is a very, very, very pleasure to be working with SATMA.
SATMA helped me that I see my dreams is coming true.
Oh, my dream for SATMA is to see our artists around the country becoming as popular as any other normal artist.
I would love to see one day a Ray Charles which was produced by the studio. I'll be very happy, to see a Stevie Wonder coming from us here.
It is like a send from the God, you see, to help people who are really in need of help. Because if it was not with you, maybe one will always not be recognized and be just lingering around trying to reach for the record deals. But because of SATMA was there and was able to can recognize the talent that was in a person with disability, I would say to them, keep up the good work. Vuku Senzele.
Even if there is lack of sufficient funding, the team I'm working with is so dedicated to such an extent that we sometimes work up to 6 months without pay, but we just told ourselves for this project to succeed, a lot of input has to be done, and it is also that sacrifice which will also convince people about the seriousness of this association.
Because we do have proper accounting for funds. We've got sponsors which are very happy with how we account for the funds.
So I'll say to the people out there, assist the association so that it can grow and help more people.
Because you cannot just keep on pumping funds into SATMA. We also want to see SATMA being able to do things for itself.
Right now we are operating from very small premises, and we need to have bigger premises where we could put up our studio. We
don't only cater for singers. People can also be trained to write music. If you cannot sing as a disabled person, you can be trained to write music and make money out of it.
And we also need space, so that we can have training rooms where we can be training our musicians as we discover them throughout the country.
We would urge those who are willing to assist and those who have the means to assist to come forward to make this dream come true, because the need is great.